Hey, I want to talk about the WordPress image media library and a problem that I like to call the scourge of the media library, which is where we have copies and duplicates loaded whenever you add in an image. You might not have realized that in your media library you see one image, but in your backend database there might be 4 or 5 copies. Now, I've shared a video on a code snippet and how you need to adjust these settings, but that might be good for future images that you upload. But what about your previous images? What we're going to do is go through a bit of a trial and error, and I'm going to show you what happens if you add an image and you didn't touch the settings. Then what happens when you remove the settings? What about with the code snippet? But then what about all the other images that are still in your media library? How do you get rid of that? Now, before I do anything further, I have got some plugins on here. I've got Bricks, Theme, and I've got Elemental, just to show you. Well, I was testing to see did it make any difference. It didn't. But just to let you know, I've got Bricks, Theme, and Elemental on here. I wouldn't do that, by the way, just have one or the other. Also, I've got a plugin called Media Cleaner over here. Now, the reason I've got this in is because this is meant to be able to go through your database, find duplicate images sometimes, and images that you're not using and remove them. I have found this to be 99% accurate. I have found that sometimes it will say this image is not being used. You will remove it, but actually that image was on your page. I've tested this out. It found my hero banner image and it said this is not in use. So when I took it away, it affected what was happening on my hero banner. So 99% good, but I'm going to say we might need to go through this the slightly long-winded way. Right, if I go over to my media settings, this has got the kind of default settings you would have on WordPress Media Library. Normally, I untick and zero everything out. We're going to leave this as it is. If I go over to my host provider, I'm using SiteGround, and I do a search in the uploads area for Black Friday, there will be no image, okay? So if you can access your backend file manager with whoever your provider is, that is a great idea, because this is how you're really going to have to start getting rid of any images that you no longer want. Believe me, it's the slightly risk-free way of doing it. Can't even get my words out. I'm really sorry. Right, well, let's go to Media Library and let's go and add in a image. We're going to add in this Black Friday image. It's a PNG because I'm just showing this for you for purposes of what we're doing in the video. Normally, you would have a WebP image. So we have one image, but our settings for our media library are still defaulted over here. So if we now go over to my SiteGround and I now do a search for Black Friday, this is all being done in real time. Can you see we have the original image, which is just over 200 kilobytes, and then nearly double, we have a 768 version, 300 and 100. What's interesting is that 768 is a little bit surprising because we had 1024. So this is one of the nuances with like WordPress and what it starts to dump back into your database. Again, remember, over here, we only see one image. Okay, so let's go over to our media settings. What if I was to now get rid of these and do what I tend to do, which is set to 0, untick. Okay, look, I know people are going to say, oh, but I like things to be organized in month and year folders. Nah, that's up to you. I just don't like to do that. Let's now hit save settings. By the way, even after saving it, if you go back over here, it will not affect what you currently have. That is all loaded. Let's now go over to our library, and I'm now going to add in another version of that Black Friday image. I'm going to click add new. Or, well, it was already add new, select files, and I've now got the same image, but I've renamed it to have the word settings at the start. Therefore, we know this has been added after we touch the settings. Let's hit open to that. That will now load through absolutely fine. Let's go back over here. And what happens now when we do another search for Black Friday? You can see here now. Can you see here? So we've got the original 4 that we had before. We now have the new image, which is settings Black Friday. And then we have this 768. And this is where it starts to get like funny, right? Okay, so the 100 and 300 are not there. The 1024 never appeared regardless, which is a bit weird. I do often wonder, is that due to the size of the image, which is a 1000 by 1000 image anyway? Does that make a difference? Maybe it does. Now I'm going to go back over to my website and I have loaded in code snippets. I'm going to go to snippets and I'm going to drop into here a new snippet, which is basically going to stop images being loaded in the backend. So I'm going to call this one, say, stop backloading. No, not backloading. Stop images, we'll call it, all right? And there's the code. And there will be a link in the video description over here as well. Let's just hit save changes and we will hit activate. By the way, we are using the code snippets plugin. It's free. It is safe. If there was a problem when I hit activate, it would have instantly taken me to a screen to say there's a problem. And all you do is hit back and it rolls you back. So it's really, really cool and good to use. Right, so that is done. Just double check the media settings was as it is. Let's now go over to our media library and now let's add in the third image. This one is the same image. It now has the word snippet in at the front. So I know that when if that image pops up, I know that was added after we did the snippets. Right, that is done. Let's go over to Site Tools and again, we'll do a search for Black Friday. And what you will see here is the snippet image is added once. Okay. So let's just recap even. I'm not myself today. Let's recap on what we have. We have the original image plus 3 copies. Then after I changed the settings, we had the new image and 1 copy. Then when we added in the code snippet, we now just have the image, which is what we want. But the problem you have now is that you've got all of these copies. And like I said, you could use like a plugin or other solutions out there, but there is a risk and a chance it might remove the image that you're already using on your website. Especially WooCommerce products, thumbnails, things can get massively affected. So what are we going to do here in this scenario? Well, unfortunately, you now have to kind of make a decision over, do you do this manually? And here's what I have found, okay? If you make a note of your values, 100, 300, and 768, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I would go in and I would do this. I would literally do this. I would find all of my 100 images. I would then click them, and you can click more than one. You know, you put your finger on shift and you can highlight many, and I would delete it. I would get rid of that. I would then do the same for the 300 times 300. By the way, don't be fooled into just doing the numbers I've shown you. By the way, this website had tons and tons of stuff on here, right? I'm just going to get rid of everything that we have here now. Because this is one of my test websites, I was using it for doing WooCommerce stuff and stuff like that. So I'm just getting rid of all of the 300 images. I've done a search for the 768 and 768 because we obviously had 2 of them. So let's get rid of all of those images. We now have the 3 images that we loaded, the original, the settings, and the snippet. Now, you make a decision over what you want. I mean, in this normal scenario, I wouldn't have had the other 2 because I would have added in my code. Okay, and I would have done the settings. Can you do just the code and leave the settings as it is for the media? I suppose you could, but I would like to do both. You don't have to, but I'm very like methodical and I'm go, right, do my media settings over here, boom, 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 pop my code snippet in, boom, 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 then add in my images. But if you've got already these original images that are already loaded, and by the way, I am going to just do this and get rid of it like that, and just have the 1 image in. I mean, so anyone out there that's already got images loaded, please bear in mind that you will, let me just do a search there again, you are going to have copies still in your database, even after you add the snippet, even after you do the settings. So you're going to have to go in manual. And I do also want to stress out, because on another website, I did have some other sizes which were 2048 and 1536. Now, they weren't necessarily 2048 by 2048, but there was like 20 images where there was a 2048 in them. So I could search for that. And then there was a 1536. In fact, I think it was 1536 times, and then there was another value. So I did a search for 1536x, and the 2048, I think, was the other way around. So it was x as in times 2048. You will notice that when you go over to your provider or wherever, and you're now doing a search on it, you will start to notice a pattern of what images are coming up. Always take a backup first. Don't just do what I've been doing without having a backup. But if you're trying to clean up your already loaded images, this could be the way to do it. So any brand new website you build, you do your media settings, like I've shown you. I keep saying it. You do that. You do this code snippet as well, or however you want to add it. And then you know that when you're adding in images, you're not getting an influx of duplicates everywhere. But if you have got the duplicates, you're going to have to go to your file manager system, however you got it, and just manually do it. And it won't take you long. Believe me, you might lose half an hour of your life, okay? Maybe even less than that. But if you've got a 1.5 gigabyte website and you're kind of scratching your head going, how the heck did it get that big? Believe me, it will be your images. And even after you delete those images from your media library, on your actual WordPress, the duplicate, the copies and all of that rubbish, it's still in your backend. And even when you do WP reset, you might not have realized this, it is still there. Go and clean things up. I hope this kind of clarifies and makes a bit more sense. It does to me. I'm Imran Web Squadron. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, 'cause I sing